Well, hello to you. As you can see, an empty enclosure, and it's just been all cleaned and sprayed with all good stuff to make all the bad stuff after many hours, you could say, at this particular point. But I finally, well, me and Jimmy have sorted it all out and decided how we'll have it, and you'll see that there's lots of greenery and lots of plants, so to speak, in there. And that's because she is a very frightened little, easily frightened girl, I will say. But I've given her lots of spaces where she can hide, which is, to me, the most important thing, is that she feels at this particular point safe in her environment. So, and also plenty of things to climb and actually lay on. And you know how much I love hammocks for my snakes, and it's going to be exactly the same for her. Now, I'm saying her because I haven't figured out a name for her as yet. So that's going through my brain at the moment as to what I will call her. Of course, you haven't seen her yet, but you will once we've got her in here. Now, she's away from the other snakes, of course. She looks healthy and happy and all of that from what I can see. But, you know, having that quarantine time, having her separate from my other snakes for a couple of months is the way to do things. Even 3 months, because we're actually going to take her upstairs. We're not going to leave her down here because we want her to get very used to us, I guess, and an element of movement around her. And it also gives her an opportunity to be able to see us, but we won't be annoying her. I mean, I'll sit close to her and talk to her and do all that stuff to try and get her to realise that she's not going to be hurt at all. So the setup is basically, I had this tube out of, I think, Archie's. I pulled it out of because he really didn't use it so much anymore, and I've given it to this new girl. She also has her 2 hammocks, and one is here, which is going to be virtually under a heat, as will part of this. She has another hammock down here, which is, of course, a cooler area for her to still be up off the ground, and an element of warmth, because there's actually 3 levels. Well, actually, there's multiple levels in here, which is what I like for them to have, to thermal regulate themselves. They decide where they want to lay and where the most comfortable. Down the back here, which you really cannot see, I guess, at this point, but she does have one hide on the ground, and that's pretty much all she really needs. She also has this space in up under these plants that she can go and hide herself in the corner if she chooses to. I haven't covered in the 2 sides, and you know I say, you know, to cover in the sides, but where she's going, there's not going to be a lot of traffic either side of it. Yes, she can see out of it, but I've tried to block a lot with plants so that it's not too visual for her out the sides. So if I feel that she needs to have that covered in, I will certainly do that. But at this point, I don't know. I'll have to see what her behaviour is once she gets in here. Now, I do have a deep heat lamp for her on this particular side, and she has a daylight lighting over this side. So that will be enough for her while she's upstairs. And we are going to have a look at a bigger enclosure, of course, for her, but she'll fit quite nicely in this for now. So here is the big reveal. And there she is. Now she is a Darwin, but she is a Sunglow. So different to a Maya, which if you did side by side, which I'll put something up so you can see a Maya right now, but definitely a lot of differences in their colouring. Very white in between their yellow stripes, or whatever you want to call them. She's about 2 years old, and she is extremely nippy, this girl. She got me about 3 times today, just getting her out of her enclosure, and yeah, she settled down, but she didn't, like, not at all. And this is like, she's not even reacting, which is very surprising, actually, that she's not even concerned about the camera, over the top of that even, but very hyper, isn't she, in everything around her. She's watching and looking at. But Jimmy is going to get her out, attempt to get her out, you could say. So I'll move back, because I don't particularly want to get tagged if she gets annoyed at the whole fact that somebody is actually touching her, full stop, because she doesn't, she does not like it at all. She's just not made of that stuff. So we have used a calendar, rolled up calendar, just to redirect her. But she's quick, and she's good, and she knows how to aim, and you know, we don't want to distress her too much. So if it's going to be too distressing, I would rather, I would much rather, if you want to hold the camera and point it, on the tub, and I am going to show her new home, and she can go into it, actually, more than anything, all by herself. And yes, I would love to be able to put a tub in there and let her, oh geez, I jumped, and she can't even get me through the plastic, but you know, you still kind of like jump. Now, would you like to venture on out and have a look at something out there, rather than my fingers holding the tub like, oh my goodness, you're a bit of a shocker, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, come out this way. Like, look, my hand is up here. Would you like to, oh no. You know, this could take hours, guys. Like, if only she would take less notice of me and more notice of where she might be able to go. Like, move. No name. See, no name yet. That she has. I mean, she's sassy. Maybe that's her name, sassy. Like, she's got real attitude, this little girl, and she's going to take a little bit of time to chill out, I guess. And that's why we've got her and brought her upstairs with us, so that I can come and sit here at the table and just sit here and look at her, and she can look at me, and I don't want to touch her at this particular, well, not right now anyway, but I've got no desire to actually physically put my hands on her until I know she's ready for that sort of thing to happen. But look, my hand is not there at all. Would you like to go climbing? She says, oh, no. What is out there? Hey? She says, I'm not going out there either. Look, it's after midnight, guys, and I've just cleaned a couple of enclosures, and I've been down there, as you know, with Lily and Cody out, and I just managed to get them back home not very long ago, so I could get up here and get this girl moving. But she's she's not kind of that willing to do much of anything, and I know just how quick she is at spinning around. And you know, not that I care that I get bitten for a fourth time, but I don't particularly want to get bitten for a fourth time if it can be helped. I didn't bring a hook up, and I really should have, to actually get her a little bit used to the fact that, you know, I don't want you to bite me particularly, and I don't want to hurt you, and I don't physically want to actually put my hands on you because I know that terrifies you right now. And hence why we've sort of used, not that she really likes this either, but it is a way of maybe getting her moving. So don't look at me, you just go in and everything scares her. But there she goes, which is good, because I physically didn't have to do anything, well, apart from poke the calendar in a mush a little bit. Well, I didn't actually, I just touched her on her body, and now she gets to explore and have a look around at the new place, which I hope she likes. I mean, as I said, she's small enough to be in here for now. It isn't definitely a permanent scenario for her. This is just temporary because she does need a bigger one. But as I said, for now, I think she'll be quite alright in this smaller space. So yeah. Welcome to your new home, little Miss Sassy. Maybe that's her name, Miss Sassy, because she's so attitude. And I say attitude, but she's scared. She's afraid. That's all it is. She's 2 years old, and really, you know, I wish she wasn't so sassy, but she is. And the pretty ones always are. I'm telling you, the prettiest of all are the ones with a bit of attitude. Unfortunately, it just seems to be the way it is. But, oh, she's all curled up in that, well, laying on that fork over there. So, okay, we're going to leave her to get settled in. Keep the warmth in for her, even though it's quite warm anyway, you could say. And I'll keep you up to date on how she's doing. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'm going to love and leave you. Take care. Ciao.